Jesse James is bigger than you can imagine. And you'd go to him wanting to be with him. Wanting to be like him. You'd always come away missing something. Now, I'm prepared for this. I know I won't get this one opportunity, and you can bet your life I'm not gonna spoil it.
Andrew, welcome to LOVEFiLM. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So, the Assassination of Jesse James, how did the novel fall into your hands?
A friend of mine, he actually found it. It was a second-hand bookstore in Melbourne. You know, just pulled it off the shelf, basically.
And what was the attraction about the book? What kind of really drew you to it?
Gee, there's so many things about the book that are fantastic. I mean, you know, the characters, the tone of it, the language, it was a whole sort of hermetically sealed universe, you know.
I mean, how much research did you do into Jesse James and to Robert Ford?
Well, I did a bit, you know, but Ron had really done all the work, you know, the novelist, and I went back to his source material and I read all the newspaper accounts of the time and stuff like that, but there was really not much further to be gleaned, you know. Ron had really done his job well, you know.
And obviously Brad came on as a producer at first. Was he always going to play Jesse James? Or
No, it was always to play Jesse, yeah.
Seems sort of very sort of devoted to the part.
Yeah, no, he was really the whole the driving force behind, you know, making the film happen. Sure. He really loved the character and was something that I don't know, gave him a chance to
show a different side
do
of him,
something that was important to him,
sure.
You know.
And what's really interesting about the film is that although it's kind of seen as a Western, you've kind of given it a very ethereal feel to it. Were you purposely trying to kind of avoid Western cliches?
It looked really Victorian, you know, America. It looked more like Dickens or something, you know, than like the Wild West, you know. And they lived in, you know, Jesse James lived in Kansas City, which in those days was a more of a city than it is now. You know what I mean? It was a thriving kind of metropolis, and it was urban, you know, and it wasn't the frontier, you know, and they didn't wear cowboy hats, and there was no barrels on the street. In Westerns, they always have barrels, you know, so we just avoided the barrels.
Sure. And obviously Nick Cave has done the music in the film. How did he come on board?
Well, Nick, I rang about doing singing the song in the bar, and he said, well, you know, can I do the music as well? And you know,
went from there.
So yeah.
What's up for you next? What are you planning on doing next after this?
What's up for me next? Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Angie.
Thank you.
Thank you.